Good morning and welcome to Top of the Morning by Mint, your daily shot of sharp business intel, global trends and market movers. It's Thursday, July 3rd. I'm Nelson John. A mid-air jolt on a SpiceJet flight sparks fresh safety concerns. Microsoft swings the axe again as it bets big on AI. And China tightens its grip, not just on the world's critical minerals, but even fertilizers. Plus, Nykaa's early investors quietly cash out while the company races to scale up. And in a rare show of unity, the Quad takes aim at China's mineral monopoly. It's your essential power brief, crisp, sharp, and ready to go. This is Top of the Morning. A SpiceJet flight from Goa to Pune gave passengers an unexpected jolt when a window frame came loose midair. A video posted on X by a passenger shows the interior panel of the window dislodged. Wonder if it's airworthy, the flyer questioned, tagging India's aviation regulator, the DGCA. SpiceJet was quick to respond. The airline said it was just a cosmetic interior frame, not part of the aircraft's pressurized structure. Cabin pressurization remained normal and there was no impact on passenger safety, the airline clarified in a statement. The dislodged panel was fixed after the plane landed in Pune as per standard maintenance procedures. The flight, a Bombardier Q400, has multiple layers of window panes and the outer pane, which bears the pressure, remained intact. Still, the incident raises fresh concerns about SpiceJet's aircraft's upkeep, especially since the same plane was scheduled to continue on to Jaipur post-landing. As of now, the DGCA hasn't commented on the matter, but with visuals of the dangling window frame making rounds online, this could prompt a deeper look into aircraft airworthiness and passenger confidence. China has tightened its grip on fertilizer exports, and Indian farmers are feeling the heat. With import approvals from Beijing slowing to a crawl, shipments of di-ammonium phosphate, DAP, India's second most used crop nutrient, have sharply dwindled. The timing? Well, it couldn't be worse. Indian farmers are in the thick of sowing summer crops, which account for nearly half of the country's annual food production. China's decision to drastically reduce phosphate exports is sending shockwaves through the global markets, noted analyst at StoneX. DAP prices have surged from $630 to over $800 per ton in some cases, reminiscent of the 2022 price spike after the Russia-Ukraine war. While the Indian government reports quote-unquote adequate DAP availability for now, the opening stock in June paints a different picture. They were down by 42% from last year. Farmers in Punjab and elsewhere are now shifting to alternative fertilizer mixes. Importers, meanwhile, are scrambling to source from countries like Jordan as China clamps down further. Though DAP is sold to farmers at a subsidized rate of 1,350 rupees per 50 kg bag, it's not shielded by the same support system as urea, making it costlier on the ground. With food security on the line, all eyes are now on how India navigates this global fertilizer crunch. Tech giant Microsoft is letting go of over 9,100 employees, about 4% of its global workforce. The move, reported by the Seattle Times, marks the second major job cut this year after the company axed 6,000 roles in May. A Microsoft spokesperson said the changes are necessary to best position the company and teams for success in a dynamic marketplace. Well, what that means is, in simpler terms, Microsoft is doubling down on AI, streamlining roles and rethinking how it operates at scale. The layoffs come just as Chief Commercial Officer Judson Althoff begins a 2-month sabbatical, sparking industry speculation, especially since it aligns with the end of Microsoft's fiscal year and broader restructuring plans. Bloomberg also reports that more job cuts could hit the Xbox gaming division soon, potentially the 4th round of layoffs in just 18 months. Microsoft has over 228,000 employees worldwide, but no specific regions have been mentioned in this latest round. The stock dipped slightly to the news, down 0.68% intraday before stabilizing around $491.74. Behind the numbers, a strategic pivot, leaner teams, more AI, and a sharper focus on meaningful work through automation. The Quad, comprising the US, India, Japan and Australia, is gearing up to take on China's dominance in critical minerals. In a major joint move, the bloc has launched the Quad Critical Minerals Initiative to secure and diversify supply chains that power everything from EV batteries to defense tech. Relying on one country for critical minerals exposes us to coercion and disruption, the group said, clearly pointing fingers at China, which currently controls the lion's share of mining and refining globally. The show of unity comes as each Quad member also negotiates key trade deals with the US. India is stepping up too. Prime Minister Modi is on a 5-day nation tour, eyeing lithium and copper deals, especially in Argentina. Back home, India's KABIL has already locked in mineral concessions, while the National Critical Mineral Mission is pushing local exploration and processing. The roadmap here is that Australia brings the raw materials, Japan and the US add tech muscle, and India becomes a demand and manufacturing hub. Experts call this a strategic signal to Beijing. But as geoeconomist Sankalp Gujjar warns, the real test is action, not intent. In a world racing for clean energy and supply security, critical minerals just got very political. Harinderpal Singh Banga and Indra Banga, among Nykaa's earliest backers, are trimming their stake again. This time, it's a 1,200 crore rupee exit via block deal, offloading 2.1% of the company at 200 rupees per share, a 5.5% discount to Nykaa's last close. The Bangas are selling 60 million shares. Notably, this isn't their first exit. Just last August, Banga offloaded a 1.43% stake for 851 crore rupees. The former commodities billionaire and Caravel Group chairman once held 8.7% in Nykaa before its IPO. Despite the stake sale, Nykaa's stock is up nearly 29% this year, closing at 211.59 rupees. Why this optimism? The company tripled its Q4 profit and positioned a 23% revenue jump. It's also betting big on physical expansion, aiming to more than double its stores by FY30 and ramping up influencer marketing with 28,000 plus creators. Plus, its Nykaa Now 2-hour delivery model is live in 7 metros, powered by 44 warehouses and 40 rapid hubs. With premium beauty partnerships and a plan to grow its BPC business by 20 to 25% annually, Nykaa seems ready for round 2 just as its earliest investors head for the exit. That's all for today. Thank you for joining in. We're eagerly looking forward to our next Top of the Morning episode, which will be packed with the latest news. Until then, this is Nelson John signing off. Have a great Thursday.